Hey guys, Kaylee Jane here with Cedar Winds Farm. It is a blustery, cold, wet day today. Kind of miserable out here, but I'm gonna show you some pregnant goat udders and bellies, so that ought to cheer you up if you're having a bad day. So Cleo is at 94 days pregnant today. But I just wanted to show you guys her udder here. She's just putting on more and more every day. I mean, last night I was looking at her udder and it wasn't like this last night. So she's developed, like, literally overnight developed, like, look at that. That's part of her udder up there above her teats. So she's really doing some serious udder development right now, which is exciting. I'm just continuing to gradually increase her feed, just adding a little bit more each week. Sunday is, oh gosh, I'm not even going to try to say how many days long she is. I'll put it up in a little text thing once I do the math on that. But anyway, she's pretty close behind Cleo, and she's just... Really, none of my girls are looking huge this year, so, you know, maybe I'll have a lot of singles. Who knows? Or they could surprise me. One just never knows. But anyway, she's definitely getting some udder development, too. My hands are super cold. I hate to touch you. I'm sorry, I'm cold, I know. I just want to show your little cute teats. Got little cute teats in there. And, it's really hard to tell on the video, but there is tissue forming around those teats. There's like loose, just feels like loose kind of floppy tissue right now, kind of in that whole udder area, but that's where her, obviously where her udder is going to be in a little while. If you're in goat circles, a lot of times people will talk about the pooch test. And that's where you're basically looking at the doe's vulva and determining if they're pregnant. So you can definitely see her vulva is puffy, swollen, just looks a little bit different. I don't have a before picture, but it definitely looks different than it did before she was bred. And then Sunday over here, it's maybe looks a little bit different too. Maybe a little bit more closed and maybe a little bit more puffy. Her mom still didn't ever really have any major changes in her vulva, even when she was like super close to kidding. So, you know, I'm not expecting anything too dramatic from Sunday. Everyone's different and everyone has kind of a different method for determining pregnancy in goats. And obviously the only really bulletproof ways are like doing an ultrasound or a pregnancy test. But anyways, I don't talk too much about like the whole pooch test thing because I have just found for my own personal goats, and again, this is just my little herd that I have here, that I notice the physical changes in their udders and their bellies before I start to notice anything really definitive about the changes to their vulva area. And that's just me. You know, other people are like, super good at looking at the vulva and be like, oh yeah, she's 100% pregnant. And so I'm like, cool, you know, if that works for you, awesome. But I just find for me, since I'm with them every day, I'm observing them, I just feel like I notice the little changes in the udders and the bellies before I notice anything in the vulva that I feel like is really like definitive that they're for sure pregnant or not. So anyways, but I just thought I would show that just because, you know, it's something that people use to kind of determine pregnancy, and I do look at it, I pay attention, but it's not something that I really spend a lot of time analyzing. Josie is almost exactly halfway through her pregnancy, so I'll just show you, not a whole lot going on here. I do feel like she's getting a little bit of width to her, so we'll see how many she's hiding in there. And then I'll just show you her udder. Not a lot happening. Not yet. It will happen eventually. And then we can look at, see if she'll let me do her pooch. Yeah, not much going on there. Maybe a little bit of swelling, but not a whole lot. Good girl. Good girl. You ready to go? Come on. Go back in your stall. we've had such a cold, wet winter. It hasn't really rained a whole lot this winter, but the ground has just been soft. It hasn't frozen because it's been so warm. So I've had hoof issues because of that. Josie's sort of sore. She's actually doing better now. She's moving better, but I've just been getting her up on the stand every day to look over her feet and treat them because she's just been struggling with all this wet weather we've been having. Haven't you, girl? What'd you find? Why don't you go back in your stall? Come on, my beautiful. Come on, love. Good girl. Nope, we're going in here. Good girl. That's my girl. Go on. Good girl, Josie. And then we'll look at Butte here. Hi, beautiful. I feel like she's carrying a little deep. Like I feel like there's a little bit of extra depth to her belly there. Not anything real major, but a little bit going on. And then I'll just show you the rear view. She looks like she needs her feet done again. Yep, you need your feet done again. Up top. So just not a whole lot going on, but that's not surprising because she's not very far along yet. No udder. Pooch is about normal. Maybe a little swollen. Not much. Hi, babe. So yeah. She's so pretty. I love her little white rump. She looks like a little wild antelope or something. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.